Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to today new session, Wednesday, mid of the week, May 18, 2022, 9 a.m. sharp, less than 30 minutes for the market to open and getting ready for new day. And we are watching right now NASDAQ futures, and the futures gone all the way from green to red. We pretty much pulling back from yesterday highs of the day. The market really all over the place, closing most of the names at the highs of the day, and just pulling back this morning. Yesterday, into the end of the day, we actually around 2 p.m. we had some put scalps on IWM, got some cash flow, then they squeeze it back up and closed at the highs, closed at 182.64, and right now it's $2 down on IWM from our yesterday put. So congratulations everyone that held the puts, you are getting paid this morning. So looking for the futures, most of the names, SP 500 down 1.1%, NASDAQ down 1.5%, Dow down 0.8% to start the day. What we see on the daily chart, we pretty much hit a big supply zone here, got rejected several times near this zone, and they are pushing down, but still above yesterday lows. So bears need below Monday lows, need to hold over here, and bulls need to go above these morning highs. So we are kind of in the middle of nowhere, no real edge either up or down, so no real clue where we are going next. Bears are trying to push below the 8-day moving average on NASDAQ. If you're seeing right now, they are trying to push and stay below 12,400, and that's the level that I'll be looking. If we see a recover on 12,400, if NASDAQ goes above some of the resistance and resume back up, then we can have a scalp long trying to catch the pullback and go from a red to green move. That's the possible scenario to recover the bull case scenario. Otherwise, if we keep and not able to go above this resistance, if we bounce and roll over and make new lows, then I'll be looking basically for Monday lows as my first support, and below that we have last week lows. So staying open-minded for any of the possible outcomes, and for that we will be looking for the leaders. Apple yesterday stalled exactly where it should. That's why you need to know your levels. Yesterday highs 149.77. What's the 8-day moving average? 149.68. So basically just a little bit above the 8-day moving average and faded there. So just to trap everyone long, thinking for a break higher, but it's stalled at the 8-day moving average. What I usually say, you try to buy the lows, and on the way up you trim your gains. 1, 2, yesterday was day 3. On day 3 you trim your gains. The Apple closed at above 149, right now at 146. So pulling back almost $3 from yesterday highs of the day. So that's not fun, and that's why I keep insisting on having risk management to try to avoid these kind of situations. Now what? We are still here, we are still here on this range, and that's exactly what I'll be looking is to see if we are going to break below some of these levels. First, bears need below yesterday lows, below 146, and below that we have around 144 as the next level on Apple. But we need to break and stay below yesterday lows. Otherwise, if they hold here, they can bounce and go back into 149. So right now 146 yesterday lows, it will be my level and line in the sand. I'll be also looking AMD. I didn't chase AMD after the reversal the reversal by last Thursday, okay, after printing new lows on the year, 83 all the way into 103, so more than $20 upside here from low to the around $20 from the low to the high yesterday. On the way up, you trim your gains. Big 1, 2, 3, 4 days, you trim your gains. Now what? $100 in the pre-market. I believe we can have here some consolidation, and from there we will see. I will use first level $100, that will be the first support. Below that I have around 97, 98 as my key support. I will be bearish if it goes below 98 for a rollover. We have 93.9 and around 93, $94 as the possible next support if we break below yesterday lows, but counting here with expecting here a possible range. Boeing, it will be also a focus yesterday on some news, the stock pop-up, also on some bullish options activity closed. That's why on the levels you take your gains. What was yesterday high of the day? 132.83. What was the 8-day moving average? 132.93, so just 10 cents below the 8-day moving average. So just to notice that the levels work, and on the levels, when we are getting near the levels, you usually try to buy the lows, and the lows were bought on Monday when we retested basically the Friday lows. 122.35, we retested the Friday lows and bounced from there. So on the lows, you buy on the lows, on the way up you trim your gains, and on the level you trim your gains. Right now 130 is the level. If it breaks below 130, I'll be looking rollover, $5 down, and below that 122 once again from the Monday lows. Bull case only above 133 to try to go into 140, but once again not expecting that anytime soon. Facebook, we had some nice gains this week on Facebook. Facebook got rejected on Monday at 205. Yesterday once again rejected at 205. Right now around $200, trying to hold 199. So I'll be looking if it holds $200. If it goes, bulls needs above 203. Okay, I will only be bullish if for some miracle goes above 203. Notice that this is a big supply. They kept yesterday price below 203. So first resistance, first supply at 205, below that 203. Those are the biggest biggest levels in my opinion. Bears need below 198. Okay, on Facebook, bears needs below 198. Below 198 can roll over. Okay, the biggest we still have a gap to fill at 181. So keeping my high here on Facebook if it break down. IWM, it yesterday you got some puts. Basically we ride this small wave down, okay, and even though very nice gains, but after that I saw a possible squeeze higher. They closed at the highs 182.82, and just to give it more than $2, and we are right now rolling over. Now what? I want to see 180 if it holds, and below that we have 179. I'll be very bearish below 179 with 176 first level. Below that we have a gap to fill at 1743. So once again, market playing with everyone, and that's why I'm staying mostly, actually I'm staying cash overnight, okay? That's precisely to avoid these kind of situations. On a normal market condition, what you see, you close at the highs, you have follow through continuation for the next day. What would be ideally here? It would be that, yeah, they bought the dip yesterday, closed at the highs, today gap up, you sell the gap up and you look for a fade, and short the gap up, looking for a fade and gap filling down. Not the case. Closed at the highs, trapped the longs. The longs are in pain this morning. Now what? Now opening at 180. What are you going to do? Are you buying the lows for a bounce back into yesterday highs, or are you, it's basically in the middle of nowhere? Okay, so yeah, not easy market, not easy, not easy trading. But if you manage your risk, if you reduce your size, if you stay cash overnight, you coming into the next day with open-minded for any possible outcomes, because the market is not playing nicely for those that hold the bag for too long. That's what I've been saying. Microsoft yesterday gave us a nice short. Okay, basically Microsoft was the one that made me the most profits yesterday. I shorted Microsoft on the way up. Okay, on this way up we were buying and we were getting a little bit of squeezed, I confessed, but I kept heading to the puts here, puts 260, and we ride it all the way from 268 all the way into 262, and I closed for a very nice gains. Now what? They tried yesterday twice to ride 262, 263. Right now, as you're seeing on the level 2, we are exactly close at 266. Right now, we are exactly at the same level. Are we going for a kind of a triple bottom and bounce and go back into 266? Or are we going to break below 263? Okay, below 263, roll over, and we will going for 260 and 255. That's the next logical level. Okay, so keeping also my eyes on Microsoft. Netflix is fading also, exactly the same thing, very similar to the Microsoft. Yesterday bounced from 185. 185 was the low from Monday, so buying the 185. But if you notice, had some trouble here to break above 191. Rejected, and once again rejected. So this is your supply zone and this is your demand zone. What we need, we are still at 186, so yeah, we are still here. So what do? You wait, okay? Bears needs below 185, bulls needs above 191. You can either play the range or play when it breaks, one way or the other. I'm keeping my eye here. NVDA also, no man land, okay? Once again, yesterday they buy 177 twice. They bought here, they bought again here, close at 181. But if you notice, okay, this is a big supply, 181, 182, big supply zone. Now we are back into 177. Exactly the same thing if you look into the charts. It's very similar, those charts. Now, are we going for a triple bottom and bounce, going back into 190, 181? Or are we going to break below 177? And that will be very bearish. Below 177, and below that, what is my next level? 170, 171. Okay, so watch out for a possible rollover. The cubes, of course, it will be a focus. Same thing as the rest of the market. They closed, the market not playing nice. They closed at the highs of the day 306 just to give $5 this morning, and we are right back into 301. So yesterday they bought $300, 301. Same thing, okay? All the charts are very similar. What do we want to see after the market open? Are we going here and try a triple bottom and go back into 304, 305? Or are we going to break down below 301, go below $300, and below that, what we have? We have 297, and below that 295 on the cubes. Okay, if you look for SPY, for example, exactly the same chart. Every single chart is exactly the same. Okay, closed at the highs 408 just to give it $5 pull back into 403. So 402, 403 is a big level. Now what? I want to see if 403 is going to holds and goes back into 405, 406, okay? Or are we going to roll over, and that will be the trend change once again. Below 403 you have $400 and you have 397, 398 as the next support, okay? Something to keep open-minded and be ready for any of the possible outcomes. For last, Tesla. Tesla also exactly the same thing. Okay, we got some cash flow yesterday on Tesla, but we gone up, we gone down, and basically where we gone? Nowhere. Okay, inside action. Okay, right now they closed at 761. Just to give it more than $15 this morning. Now at 744. What I want to see if it's able to hold 745. They bought yesterday 745. I want to see if they are able to push it above 745. Otherwise, below 745, what we have yesterday lows and all the way from 720 into 730, those are the next levels to watch. So going back into NASDAQ, okay, it's not, and we are seeing new lows on the pre-market session with less than 15 minutes for the market to open. It is not easy, okay, but if you think that trading is easy, you will learn the hard way, as every professional trader learns. First we do the mistakes, and after that we adjust the risk management to avoid these kind of situations. Okay, that's why I have usually a daily trading plan where I have my levels. I'm coming all cash. Okay, so I'm mentally prepared. I don't have any bias, I don't have any stress because I'm not holding any position. So I wait to see how the hell the market is going to open, and I'm ready. If it breaks and stays below these levels that I gave you, we go for a bear case scenario, going for Monday lows or even Friday lows. Okay, but we need to see it. But if out of the gate they hold the pre-market lows and bounce from there, we can have a scalp going back into yesterday close. Yeah, anything can happen on this market, so you need to be mentally prepared for that. Okay, with this said, guys, time to go. I would like to thank you for watching. Please give a like and subscribe to the channel. From Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. briefing, trying to help the traders community the best way I can. And I wish you all a great trading. Stay safe. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. briefing sharp. Bye bye everyone. Thank you.